Hello guys, and welcome to your ninth STL2 tutorial. And welcome to part 2. In this tutorial we'll be adding our player as well as 2 blocks. So here we've currently. Alright. So guys, I already wrote the code for time constraints of the videos. But you guys already know how to do this stuff. Alright, so you know we need the player, so we're going to need our surface. Then we need to set the color key. Then we made a texture, and then we made a rect for our player. So we're setting our player right pretty much at the same line as our enemy. 391 minus the height of the player. Then we have our width and height. Nothing special for that one. Alright. So now down here we're going to render copy. T-player. Our player. And there you go. Now we have our little Koopa Troopa player right there. Alright. Now let's add our blocks. Now this is something new I haven't taught you guys yet. Alright. Now, what if we want to add 2 of the same block, but we don't want to make 2 separate surfaces, textures, rects, and that kind of stuff? Well, you can build an array of the rect if they have the same image. And you can do other things too. Alright. So now we're going to do the same thing with the surface, texture, color key. Now we've done that. Now notice right here, now we have stuff. What's this doing? So we made an array. As you know, from C++, arrays have elements in them. So we have our 0 array, and then we have the 1 array. Well, actually, since we want 2 different bricks, right, or blocks, we actually have 2 elements here, because 0 and 1 are both elements. So now we have 2 elements of the block. So now we can use those. Yeah. So basically, now what we do is we set the position of the first brick, and then we set the position of the second brick. So the first time this runs, it's going to do 0 times 300, and that equals 0. So the coordinate for the first block is going to be 0, and then we're going to have 391 minus S block. Alright, and now for the second block, the coordinates are going to be 300, comma, 391 minus S block height. So as you can see, now they're 300 blocks separate from each other. So this is a nice way to do things. You can have more elements and stuff, like you can have 20 elements and each would be 300 units separated. So this is a really cool way to do things that I figured out myself. So I just use this. Alright. Now we need an array to render everything. So we have for loop for our variable block we're going to be using. So as long as block is less than 2, we're going to add 1 to block, because there is 2 elements in our array, but 2 is not the element in our array. There's 2 elements, but 0 and 1 together would be 2 elements. So we don't need to go up to 2. And that equals 3. Basically, it's because 0 is counted as an element. Hope I didn't confuse you guys with that last explanation. I didn't know I explained it too well, but I'm sure if you know some C++, it shouldn't be too hard for you guys to get that. If you need some more help, I'll help you out. Alright, now we just render copy, T block, null, and then we just render now we just render an element in our array. Alright? Now if we build and run this, now we have 2 blocks around our enemy. Now we should. And there you go. Now we have 2 blocks here. There we go. That was quick. Alright guys. So now let's get that Goomba moving left and right. Alright, so we can put our code right in here. Yeah, let's put it right here. So if right. So actually, because you know, let's start moving the player first. Alright. So now you know how to do this stuff. So we need to have a case for all the different keys. So let's move it with the WASD keys. So W keys pressed, then we're going to do our player dot Y minus equals 10. Now for the D button, no, for the S button, we're going to do our player dot Y plus equals 10. Now for the A key, we will do our player dot X minus equals 10. Break. And now for the D key, we do our player dot Y plus equals 10. And build and run this. And you actually don't need the W and S keys. Alright, well, there you go. Nice little Koopa Troopa guy moving around. It's pretty cool. Alright, now let's remove the W and S. Alright. So yeah. Alright. Let's build and run it again. And there you go. Now our Koopa Troopa guy is moving. Alright. Pretty cool. Alright. And this is it for part 2. In the next part of this tutorial, I will be going over collision detection for the player, and then if I have enough time, I will possibly do the little Goomba player as well. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.